So, hey everybody, more about the wonderful world of bariatric surgery because this is a bariatric channel. So, we've already talked about the preliminary diet, having your food funerals, and what to expect on the cha-ching part of all of the money you're going to be shelling out for this thing. But I want to talk about going to the hospital. Now, it's general anesthesia, and if you've never had general anesthesia, it's really a trip, okay? Because even though you go to bed at night, you still have a linear consciousness of time. So you go to bed at 10, you wake up at 7, and your mind is like, okay, I had 7 hours of something. But when you have general anesthesia, they put you down at 12, you're out of surgery and out of anesthesia at 2, and you have no concept of what happened between 12 and 2. I woke up with some funky bruises, and I'm kind of like, what did they do to me when I was knocked out? I was laughing because I think they had to kind of like manipulate my girly apron to kind of get to something. I don't know. But I was just like, where'd that bruise come from? I ended up with 5 incisions, like 3 across here and 1 down there. And what they do is through these incisions they work like bronchoscopically. So they've got like kind of like a little camera and they're in there and they blow your belly full of air so that they can see what they're doing in there. So consequently, your abdomens are shut. Your abdomen, any kind of musculature that you have here, come on, 318 pounds, like I had muscles in my abdomen. That's so cute. But I discovered, take a cane with you. Oh my God, did I need a cane? Because, like getting up out of the bed, whenever you have abdominal surgery, everything's all kind of messed up around in there, And then plus, they took out volume and your body's kind of like, I have a vacuum. I must put something there. But, because you're now in this kind of perpetual starving mode for a little while until your body adjusts to the surgery and what's going on with you, um, your body doesn't really kind of know what to do with that. So, the first thing that they did when I got there was they pumped me full of IVs. I actually gained 20 pounds in the hospital, and it was all just water. So, then I got done, got out of there, and the next day my husband came and got me and took me home. All I wanted to do was sleep. The first week, all you want to do is sleep. You're on a liquid diet, so food doesn't even interest you. And what part they remove of your stomach kind of turns off a lot of your food triggers. So you don't even think about being hungry. And I know that's such a bizarre concept, but truly it's weird. It's really weird because you're like, you know. And the only thing, like after your surgery and you're recovering, and they bring you your very first food tray of clear liquids. And I'm telling you, every single solitary person that I've talked to who's had bariatric surgery, they all say the same thing. I don't know what kind of broth that was, but that was the best damn broth I've ever had in my whole life. And it's bizarre. It's just really bizarre because, but for like the whole week after the surgery, you're going to be on clear liquids, and there's a very, very solid reason for that. I want you to think about when you've had a cut, like a cut, like you cut your hand, your fingers, or whatever, and what's the first thing that happens? It gets red, and it gets bloody, and then it gets pussy, and then a couple of days later it gets kind of scabby, and then a couple of days later after that the scabby falls off, and then you're left with kind of a scar. Okay, that's going on inside. And another thing too is your stomach produces hydrochloric acid so it can digest the food that you're eating. So the thing is that, have you ever wondered why your stomach doesn't digest itself? Because it very easily could with that really acidic environment. So what happens is your body produces kind of this mucus plug layer thing that protects the stomach from it eating itself with your acid. That's one of the reasons ulcers are so bad. That's another reason why they tell you no more Aleve or Advil, because that's prone to giving you ulcers. So you've got to wait not only for that incision to heal and those scars to heal, you've got to wait for that mucus to form so that your stomach can handle things a little bit better. Now remember, your stomach went from being about that big pre-surgery to this big post-surgery. So your volume essentially went from this to this, okay? And so you have to be really cognizant of that. And so that's why they put you on a liquid diet as soon as you get out of the hospital. And that's to give your body the opportunity to heal. And then plus, it starts teaching you your new mindset, your new reality of, I guess I can't go to the Chinese buffet no more. I'm telling you, when you can only eat this much, and so anyways, and I know I promised you I'm going to show you the medicine bag. I am going to show you the medicine bag. I promise. I think it's hysterical. You're going to die. This is my oh, that's my blood pressure meds. I'm still on that, but that's because my doctor's keeping an eye on me and waiting to see and blah blah blah, and but most people who do have the surgery, they get off of all of their meds, because one of the things that produces all of our problems is being overweight. So that's the only thing that I'm left on is my blood pressure meds. But I'll get there. Those, I'm going to be stop taking those eventually. Soon, when my doctor says. So anyways, so that's what happens in the hospital. Make sure you take a cane as soon as you get done with your surgery and they allow you to get up and walk around. Get up and walk around. My dad used to say that all the time. Get up and rock around. You feel better. Because trust me, you will. Because as soon as I could, I was up, I was walking up and down, because all that gas that they put into your belly so that they could see the surgery, that needs to go, and it either needs to go this way or it needs to go that way, okay? But it needs to go. So that's really, really important. So anyway, so that's what happens in the hospital. The staff where I went was super, super nice. This is all they did was surgical stuff. And so no sick people, which was great. And it was pre-COVID. So, but nowadays, it's even better because it's only, no sick people there, that particular hospital. So they got a good gig going on, even though it's $42,000. But anyways, so that's what happens in the hospital. And if that is content that you find valuable to you, definitely tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear your hospital experience with your bariatric surgery and your general anesthesia if you've never had it before. Man, that's a trip. And so anyway, so I promise the next time, or one of these times, I'm going to go over my medicine bag with you, and we're going to talk about volume too eventually. So that's it, my tips and tricks for today. So just take a cane, and a big, really handsome husband if you have one, because I do. But anyways, and it's his birthday, so I gotta go be a nice person. So anyways, so that's it, everybody. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed this content. All right, remember, subscribe, comments below. Love y'all. All right, bye-bye.